Hi Aries, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings, and yeah, it's that time of month again. We're going to be doing the monthly readings, looking ahead at October. What is in store for you? Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. We're getting super close to 300 subscribers, guys. I'm getting excited. Thank you so much for all your support so far. It is just a super small channel, so every little like, comment, and subscribe, it really does, help out the channel grow. So thank you so much. This week we have the Yin Yang Oracle. I also have the Kawaii Lenormand, as well as the Twin Flame Love Notes Oracle. But starting this week off, we are getting a bit of an overview for the month, a guide from the Advanced Soul, a book of insights. Okay, so I do like to use this one every now and then. It gives a really good overview message, a quote for you. Okay, Aries. Aries, October for our Aries. Okay, be outrageous. People who achieve mastery have the ability to be outrageous. That's a quote by Jita Bellin. Okay, so be outrageous, Aries. Do something a little bit out there, a little bit crazy. I do feel like for you here, Aries, this is it's giving me the word courage. So being brave enough to do something that you may consider a little bit outrageous, a little bit out of the normal for yourself here. Maybe it does feel very action. There's some sort of action behind this, doing something. Be outrageous. People who achieve mastery have the ability to be outrageous. Sometimes it's the crazy stuff. Doing that crazy thing. Other people might be sort of saying, that's crazy. You'll never do that. You'll never be able to do that. That'll never yield results for you. And I'm here to tell you from personal experience, sometimes the crazy thing is what gets you the most, experience, or the most, abundance in some kind of a way for yourself here. Sometimes doing the thing that no one expects is actually the best thing for you. Okay, Aries. So splitting the month up, start, middle, and end. October. What's going on in October for Aries? Start, middle, and end of October for our Aries. I'm getting a message here about Halloween as well. The time period around Halloween, very important for you for some reason, Aries. I'm going to take that as Halloween or not. Something that you're avoiding, Aries. I'll come back to that. Aries, start, middle, and end of October for Aries. I feel like that's the outrageous thing. Start, middle, and end of okay. So that card that flipped out here, we have the avoidance, the stalemate card. So I feel like that's got to do with this outrageous message, that taking some sort of action to come out of stalemate, to stop avoiding something. It may feel like you need to do something a little bit out there, a little bit crazy, in order to get that situation moving again. It does just feel like this is just a general kind of message. It's not fitting with a specific time in amongst October here for you, but it may just be like a whole month message here, Aries. Clarify the avoidance, the stalemate energy for Aries, please. It's definitely got to do with that courageous step, because we do have the Clover, which is all about taking risks. Okay, take the chance. Good fortune is on your side. This, for a lot of you, this has got to do with money, the way that you're creating abundance and wealth in your life, because we do have the fish coming through there as well, which is the card of money, of abundance, success. So, we're investing in ourselves. We're taking some sort of risk when it comes to our finances. I do feel like for some of you, this is not necessarily finances. It's just finding that sense of wealth, the things that make you feel rich in your life. And it may not be money for some of you, because this is something I've had coming up lately, connected to the Aries energy, is materialism, okay, and focusing so much on money that you're forgetting about all the other things in life that make you feel abundant. Okay, so there's a lot more in life that's a lot more important than money, Aries. Money does not buy you happiness. Happiness is achieved through other sources. So for some of you, this is, I'm just sort of intuitively picking up on that message here. Like I said, it's something I've been picking up a lot lately for the Aries energy, is this issue around materialism. So, are you using materialism and focusing on money to avoid dealing with something else in your life, and to avoid taking a chance to make something else in your life abundant? Okay. A few things to think about there coming through with that message, Aries. Moving back to the start of October, we do have the water signs. Okay, I don't feel like that's actually connected to Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio for you. Although, I do sort of feel that if you do, I'm just picking up once again intuitively here, that if you do have a strong placement, or your moon sign, because your moon is very connected to your emotional self, check your moon sign. And if your moon sign is in a water placement, maybe check that reading for your moon sign, because especially since the next card I'm seeing for the middle of October here, that energy did pop up in the water signs this week. So there may be something important for you in your moon sign reading this week, as well here, Aries. If you are have a strong water placement, or a strong moon in water placement there. So that's Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay, so if you do have a strong placement in one of those, I really would suggest checking those readings. And they were like really good, the energy that we all want. So, it's definitely, one of those readings where you'll be like, I'll take that, because the energy we got for the water signs this month was really strong, really positive energy. But we are seeing the reflection, projections energy coming through with that as well. So the emotions that you're feeling, Aries, are a reflection of something important to you. I feel like we've had this message for you recently as well with the shadow work reading, that certain emotions that are popping up in your energy here, or looking at other people and seeing a certain emotion in other people, is actually reflecting an emotion within you yourself. Um, and maybe that's what you're trying to avoid here as well, Aries, is the emotional component of self, of really looking yourself in the mirror and sort of saying to yourself, why do I feel that way? And actually facing those emotions a little bit deeper here. But I will clarify that energy. Clarify the start of October for Aries, please. Clarify the start of October for Aries. Once again, I'm getting your messages very intuitively today, Aries. As soon as I'm seeing a card, I'm getting the messages in my third eye here. So the first card I'm seeing here is the book. Okay, so a new chapter, really looking at, especially with that mirror energy here, really looking at the story of your life and sort of working out exactly where you want that to go, knowing that you are the author of your own story, that if you can look yourself in the mirror and sort of say, I am exactly where I need to be. I'm happy with where I am right now. I'm happy with where I'm headed. Well, then, yeah, there's no changes that are sort of necessary for you here. But for some of you here, I'm picking up that, you're looking in the mirror and you're going, all I see reflected is pain and heartbreak and the past. I don't want that to be my future. I don't want that to be my next chapter. So, really working out, how do I change the story? If I don't like where my story is going, I need to do something in order to change that. And so, once again, that may be where you're doing something outrageous to, you know, change the future for yourself here, because your life is up to you, Aries. That if you're not happy with where you're projecting yourself in the future currently, change that projection, make that look different. Start that new chapter of your life in a totally different way. Do something different. If the thing that you're doing, that what you've been doing isn't working in the way that you want, do something different. Try another way. I am really getting this energy of you needing to really take some actions in your life here, Aries. And if you can't, like, I'm keep getting the same message here about looking yourself in the mirror and seeing where the current version of yourself, what is that, what's the projection of that. If you continue doing things the exact same way, and dealing with emotions the exact same way that you are currently, project that same version of yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Is that what you truly want for your life? Or do you want the version of yourself in 5 years, in 10 years, to be a different reflection to what you're seeing currently? How do I change the story? Take that leap of faith, that outrageous stuff. Get on the ship, start moving. This is all about movement, travel. A lot of you do have travel coming up in October. I am picking up on that as well. So a lot of you Aries may be doing some sort of travel during October. But this is all about moving forward and changing the direction, of your life story, moving forward rather than staying stagnant. We see that stalemate energy, that avoidance energy. At the moment, I'm really picking that up strongly for you, Aries, that you are very stagnant, and that the way that you are right now, if you stay that stagnant, your life is going to look the exact same 5 years from now. Moving forward brings you success. Getting on that ship and sailing away into the sunset brings you success. Taking new opportunities. The key really unlocks a lot of new opportunities for you. And for you here, Aries, they're all involved with moving. Okay. And for a lot of, like, even though I mentioned travel and, I'm saying the word moving, I'm not talking about necessarily moving any physical distance. I'm talking about movement within self, within your life, making changes, in the things that within your life, taking opportunities around you, and really opening yourself up to change and to move forward within yourself. That's what leads you to success with that key energy here, especially here too, the middle of October. We do see the abundance coming through here, the gifts, the celebration, abundance. This is hand open, ready to receive. Okay, I'm actually picking up for a lot of you Aries that it's not so much that you are receiving gifts, abundance, celebration in the middle of October here. I'm picking up that you're finally opening your hand, ready to receive those things. We do have that coming through with the healing, the inner child. Once again, we're seeing that mirror. Okay, this time it's reflecting your inner child. Back to looking at the story of your life, looking at, healing that inner child, that part of the story that has not been healed within you, that is stopping you from moving forward, healing that. We are seeing you really sort of opening up in the middle of October to actually make those changes, to actually start that healing process for yourself, and really opening up to, the gifts that that inner child brings with it, new beginnings, a potential to grow, change. Okay, life is an adventure when you're looking through the eyes of a child. So, especially with the ship coming through for you, the key coming through for you, this is a chance for brand new adventures, brand new journeys in your life story. Okay. So part of that is healing your inner child, regardless of what that means for you in your particular situation. Um, just moving forward and starting to heal that inner child, and even just consciously being aware that I want to heal my inner child is a cause for celebration all on its own. Okay, so we definitely see you on the right sort of path here. It's just going to take a little bit of work, Aries. I'm not going to lie. But, we do see at the end of October, you do have assistance around you. We have the assistance, the spirit guides, energy. For some of you, that is like more so along the lines of, asking God, asking, your spirit guides, asking angels, asking, people around you even. This is definitely assistance in a lot of different forms, that there may be a good support around you, people around you that want to help you here, okay, and guide you through the regret, the repression, the things that you're holding back, the things that you're avoiding. Okay, we have regret and repression coming through here. There is this opportunity to really get a lot of support in moving forward from those energies, taking the chance, doing something outrageous. Do you know what is coming through as the most outrageous thing you could do, Aries? Yourself. Look after yourself. Move forward within yourself. Heal yourself. Face yourself in the mirror. Face those emotions. That is the most outrageous thing you could do for yourself at the moment. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of work. This stuff is always work when it comes to, a deeper message like this, Aries. There is a little bit of work involved, a little bit of facing the mirror, a little bit of facing those emotions, a little bit of facing that inner child that needs healing, dealing with that, working out how to heal, asking for help when you need it. There's that support ready to be given to you, asking for help. Okay. Clarify the end of October for Aries, please. Relatively straightforward here. We see the fox, which is your independence, your selfishness. It's not, I'm not saying that you are selfish, Aries. I'm saying that this is what that represents. It's where whatever you've been doing it just to survive. We're not doing that anymore, because we have the scythe coming through, changing that, breaking you free from the need to just survive, to come up with new ideas on how to live your life. We're not just doing life for survival anymore. We're doing it to, get things moving, get things happening, enjoy life rather than just surviving and getting through each day. We're packing our bags and we're setting off into the journey of our soul here, of ourself. Because that is your card, Aries, that stork energy. That's a brand new beginning, new ideas on ways to do things, coming up with, trying new ways, stirring up brand new energy for yourself, going back to that ship energy, getting on that ship and starting these new journeys for yourself. Okay. I'm just wanting to double check here, Aries. I just want to get some straight out advice for you. We are seeing, a very strong, deep message here. But is there any advice or anything else Aries needs to know about for October, please? It's just kind of repeating the same thing here. That's pretty much exactly that same message I just saw with the fox, and changing that energy, changing out of thinking about things logically. Instead of thinking about things logically, thinking about things more on your emotional levels at the moment, Aries. What about Aries? You were giving me a Halloween time frame for Aries. What is the Halloween connection for Aries during October? What does Aries need to know about Halloween? I'm seeing the clouds. You're just thinking about Halloween heavily for some reason because of some friend It's connected to a friend and conversations with a friend. We have the birds there as well. I feel like that's just something heavy in your thoughts about Halloween. Are you trying to plan what costumes you're wearing? Are you doing something with friends around Halloween? Something about Halloween there. It's not really being very clear with me what that message is about, Aries. But we'll have a look with the twin flame love notes. What does Aries need to know about love and romance during October? Aries, what does Aries need to know in regard to love and romance during October? I think about you all the time, Aries. Definitely stuck in somebody's head. Can you hear me whisper your name? That's giving me the vibe of somebody is kind of, it's a telepathic kind of connection here. I'm getting two messages. I am getting, for some of you, this is, the universe. This is your spirit guides. Can you hear me whispering your name? Can you hear me supporting you? I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. I want to help you. I'm hearing, and I am also getting a secondary message here about whoever's thinking about you all the time. Even though it says, "Can you hear me whisper your name?" It's like it's kind of like a telepathic connection, but it's like I'm picking up strongly. This person hears your name a lot. Like, they'll be listening to the radio or TV, and a character's name will be your name, or they're reading a book and the character is your name in the book. It's kind of saying to me, is the same thing happening for you, Aries? The that you're hearing somebody's name a lot. Like you're walking past people in the street and just in random conversation you hear them mention that name, or it's like everywhere you go, all you hear is that name. You are the light at the end of my tunnel. So that's kind of telling me here, Aries, that, once you start this journey, there is light for you at the end of that tunnel. I feel like for a lot of you, it's in the form of romance, of love. There is somebody here who, once again, I'm getting that support message. They are the light through the darkness. You need to travel through the darkness this month, Aries. I'm not going to lie. It has been a very heavy kind of message here for you. There is a light at the end of that for you in the form of love. A person for some of you, that specific person. I'm picking up that a lot of you do have a specific person here. Okay. So maybe that's what you're avoiding as well. That you kind of, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You may already know who that person is that is your light at the end of the tunnel, Aries, but you've got all this stuff to happen for yourself, that you need to focus inward on yourself a little bit. And so it would take something outrageous, a little bit of courage, to find that abundance with that person as well. But, be outrageous. People who achieve mastery have the ability to be outrageous. Okay, Aries. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements. Like I said, especially water sign placements for you guys there. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon.